Hi everyone, this is Putz327 and welcome to my playthrough of Spyro the Dragon. I might have to lower the in-game volume because this is really loud on my end. I can't imagine how loud it is for the video. Why is my controller not working? There we go. Okay, starting out fresh. I played around with it a little bit earlier today to get the controls.
Okay, rolling.
Oh, it's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6, for a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Gnorc character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Gnorc is a simple creature. Vampire. He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom. No threat! Besides, he is ugly. That does it!
Looks like I've got some things to do.
I honestly cannot express how awesome it is to be able to play this game again. I grew up with the PlayStation 1 games, and I didn't have many games whenever I was growing up, and this one was my absolute favorite. So I'll let this guy talk, and then I'll go back to talking.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world. Then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Gnorc? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
I'm planning this to be a start of retro games on my channel, because I just recently found the emulator to let me play older games. And while most people, it would have probably been smarter to just find an old PS1 or dust off an old copy of this, I don't have the means to do so, and when I was thinking about it originally, I figured there's probably not a whole lot of PlayStation 1s around anymore. And if they are, they're probably not in working condition, or they're in mint condition to where you can't even breathe on them because their value will go down. But anyway, I plan to do all of these games, all the Spyro games, and maybe some other ones like Crash Bandicoot. I downloaded a Rugrats game, which obviously was made for kids, and this one was made for kids too, but the whole nostalgia of it is just amazing. Especially with this game. And this game hit home for a lot of people because it was one of the first children's games, and a lot of the gamers now, they were growing up when this was coming out, so most anyone that started off on a PlayStation probably played this game. And those of you that have, that are watching this, one of the things I can't get over, and it's kind of bothersome, is my controller. I don't remember, I just bought this one today. Yesterday, actually. I don't remember if the right joystick allowed you to look around. I thought it did, but I have been trying all day to configure a way that the joystick will let me look around and spin the camera, but it's not really doing it. I mean, that camera movement was on its own. I'm not doing any of that. The only way I've found is these buttons. They allow you to move, but not as easy. I guess maybe I'm just so used to PC games and the ability to pan and zoom that that's weird. I don't know. Does anybody remember being able to do that? I thought you could. I was messing with this earlier to get the controls down because primarily I'm a PC gamer. I'm not good with controllers, and I never have been, even when I was playing this game when I was little. And if you caught at the very beginning of the video, when I hit the start new game, there was a save file with like 28% on it. That wasn't me going in and doing the levels and trying to complete it on my own before starting the playthrough for the channel. Please don't think that, because that wasn't the intention. It's just I am so horrible with controls. I was trying to get them down. Plus I was in the nostalgia zone earlier today playing with this, and I didn't know if I could work a way to record it because it was only playing in full screen and I have to have it in windowed mode for the camera. I'm gonna let this guy talk.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
Since I'm still working with the trial version of Bandicam, every 10 minutes or so I'm going to pause the game, and because I have to stop the recording at 10 minutes. Or it'll stop on its own, but I have to keep looking down at the time. I'm probably going to keep these episodes to a minimum of 10 minutes, and like tonight I'm going to be doing a batch recording. I'm going to record some of this and a little bit of Slime Rancher, so that way I have some new content to upload to the channel other than Sims 4 speed builds, which mainly all I've been doing lately. I don't have many viewers. I have 3 subscribers, and that's not many for a channel, but it's a starting out channel. I don't expect many views, I don't expect many subscribers. I'm happy with what I've got. Yeah, every 10 minutes I'm gonna be pausing the game. So you'll probably see a moment or two of the pause screen. I want to know, starting out here, because I know a lot of the pretty popular channels on YouTube, they're run by gamers. At least the ones I watch, they're run by gamers. And all of them are in their early, maybe mid-20s. One I watch is going to be 30, actually. But I'm curious, to anyone watching, please comment and tell me what games you grew up on. Like I said, I grew up on this one. I grew up on this, Resident Evil, Crash Bandicoot, stuff like that. Again, I was primarily a PC gamer, so I'm open to old console games. I want to start a playlist for just retro games on my channel, like this and Crash Bandicoot and the other ones. Okay, I may have lied. This video is going to be probably 15 minutes just because of the little screw up I had there. Now I'm going to put 2 clips together in editing. My video just stopped recording and hit the 10-minute mark, and I was in the middle of a question, so I'm just going to put the 2 together in editing and make another video at another point. So to continue my question, if you're watching this and you grew up with games like this, even if you didn't, if you're a newer gamer, which I don't mean newer as in you're new to the gaming thing, but you know, younger than, let's say, 20, because I just turned 21 and this is a game I grew up with. Or even if you're older, just leave me a comment, tell me what games you grew up on. Maybe you might see it on the channel. Stupid pop-ups. So I'm gonna go into this dark hollow world. I think it's the main one you're supposed to go into in the artisan world, the first one, because a lot of these dragons have a lot of tutorials to go through. I'm probably wrong on that, but anyway. So I'm gonna let the recording time of this go like 5 minutes, so there's a solid 15-minute video. But please tell me, you know, what kind of games you grew up on. I don't expect this to get many views. Excuse me. But if you're watching, just tell me, what games did you grow up on? This one, I was looking on Twitter before I got the emulator to play this, and somebody, I went through the hashtags for this, for Spyro, and some of them dealt with the game and other ones dealt with people with the username, or people in other countries with the name Spyro. And different people were asking, you know, do you remember Spyro? When I was growing up, this game was pretty much my life. You know, this and Ripto's Rage were the first. Well, that's the second game in this series. But that game and Ripto's Rage and the second Crash Bandicoot they were pretty much my life for a long time. I didn't have many games, even for PC, when I was younger, so this one really took up my time.
Oh, it's you! I wasn't sure if you'd escape those annoying little creatures. Of course, they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
I think it's funny, the dragons that you save in this game, they give you these little tutorials, but maybe it's just because I spent a little time with this game prior to recording it, and it's lagging out. I'm sorry, that's the emulator that's doing that, or just how the game was ported. I noticed a lot of hiccups and lag in this game, especially with the levels where the enemies are grouped. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not the computer, it's, you know, everything's running fine in the background. I'm gonna cut this episode right here because it's almost at the 5-minute mark. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content.